Mr. Speaker, this is a sad day for the House of Representatives, another demonstration that the House has failed to meet its basic responsibility to the American people. The new budget year began over 6 weeks ago, but not a single routine appropriations bill, not a single one, has been enacted. Instead, we are considering a massive $100 billion hodgepodge of unrelated programs and agencies, all crammed into a single bill that no member of the House saw before this week. In fact, most of the provisions in this bill have never been considered by the House at any time, in any form. Let me repeat that. A massive $100 billion bill, most of which has never been considered by the House, brought up for a single all-for-nothing vote under a completely closed process. And what's worse, we will be back here in a few weeks with another massive omnibus bill to keep the rest of the government open. As I said, Mr. Speaker, this is a sad day for the House. Fortunately, there is one hint of good news in this mess. The bill does reject some of the absurd cuts proposed on the other side of the aisle. For example, the bill does not contain the proposed cuts that would have denied 700,000 women, infants, and children valuable nutritional supplements or have defunded the COPS program. But those welcome steps are not enough to make this a good bill. I'm especially disturbed by the unwise and short-sighted cuts to programs important to America's role as a competitive global power. High-speed and intercity passenger rail, for example, gets no funding under this agreement. The bill allows the country to maintain Amtrak at its current state, but does nothing to help us keep pace with countries like China and Germany, who have already built a rail infrastructure that will expand their economies well into the 21st century. If our country hopes to remain a global superpower in the 21st century, we have to do more to invest in our country than the meager steps that we are taking today. Especially in tough economic times like these, we need to rebuild our infrastructure, to be educating our children and creating jobs for the millions of unemployed. But instead of the Band-Aid measure we are considering today, we have to truly begin to invest in our future and ensure that we not only survive, but that we thrive in the century to come. And I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentlelady reserves her time. The gentlelady from North Carolina.
Thank you, Mr.